Hello everyone, ATR here, and welcome back to the Hearthstone Beta. So, let's keep on going with our arena run. We've been doing pretty well with that Paladin. 3 wins, 1 loss. Keep it going and see how far we can get. Hopefully this is going to break our spell of pretty crappy arena runs that we've had lately. And we're going to go all the way. Last game was pretty interesting. We went up against Ysera and everything, but yeah, we managed to pull out a win after that, so I think it went pretty good. So here we go. Diamond League player. So, Furion Druid against Skull. Skoalis.
Fight with honor.
So, the drops here are pretty horrible for the early game. We are going to... I want to toss everything back. Yeah, I'm going to toss everything back. None of these really help me out that much. I mean, this turn 2 doesn't help because it's pretty bad. Yeah, everything is pretty bad here. Jeez. That is the problem with this deck. We have no early game.
Well met.
We only have that that one Argent Squire, but that's it. Okay, so we skip the turn, and we're just gonna pass our turn as well. Turn 2, we can actually Cold Light Oracle, as bad as that sounds, drawing more cards. He goes for the Knife Juggler, and I think that's actually reasonable to go for the Cold Light Oracle. I mean, getting this thing doesn't do a lot. Waiting for this, it's an option. Yeah, I think I'll wait for that. I mean, turn 3, we can Stormwind Knight and kill that Knife Juggler, keeping our guy alive. So we're just simply going to use a Recruit Reinforcement and kind of force him to either Hero Power or put something else out on the field that will trigger a knife just to try to kill that recruit. So he goes for the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. That's actually an excellent move. He kills my guy, brings out a 3/3. Okay. So he goes for 3 on me, and I kill that Knife Juggler this turn. We could also coin into Consecration, but it doesn't kill that, so it doesn't really make much sense. So yeah, let's go ahead and keep on going. So Stormwind Knight comes up, kills the Knife Juggler, stays alive, and it'll probably get killed by that, but I guess it's fine. It was not the best option for us. Now, the other thing is he could just simply go for me and ignore the Stormwind Knight, in which case we now use the Shattered Sun Cleric and kill that Flesh-Eating Ghoul. If he makes the mistake of doing that, but somehow I don't feel he's going to do that. No, there, he goes for the Claw, he's going to kill my guy, and get buffed up, hit me for 5, and we are in bad shape. Bad shape now. So, what can we do here? Consecration doesn't do anything but enrage that and bring that down to 1. We could silence that or that. This becomes a 2/3. Cold Light Oracle doesn't do anything. I think we're just simply going to Harvest Golem and let him beat on it. He's gonna probably hit it with the Worgen to enrage it, and then hit me with something else, probably. Yeah, I don't really have a good play here. Oh, I just put out the Golem. Maybe a Silence would have been better in this situation. Probably would have been better considering that I have 2. So I should have probably done that. Yeah, I think that was my mistake there. But, if he hits me with the Worgen, he manages to get 1 hit in on me, probably. And that actually allows me to concentrate it. We're kind of okay with that. He is not going to hit that with his Golem or the Worgen. He's probably going to hit him himself with his Hero Power. And he's going to put more stuff out on the field. No, he actually goes for a Wrath. Okay, that's actually good for him. He's going to kill it, get a card. And yeah, that's bad news bears. So that goes down to a 7. He hits me for... Jeez, that's ridiculous amounts of damage right now going down. And we're still in very bad shape. We are almost dead here. Consecration gets rid of 8 damage potential. He still has 7 damage on the hand. But unfortunately, there's nothing we can do against it. So we're simply going to Consecrate to get rid of the bigger damage, but that still leaves them with 8 damage on the hand. 1 damage potential in his Hero Power. If he can do 1 more damage with anything, we're dead. Oh, well, that's it. Oh, well, that's it. Okay, well, That was a pretty horrible game. That ended in less than 5 minutes. So it looks like our curse is not going to be lifted anytime soon. So let's continue here and see if we can get ourselves another victory. One more loss and we're out. We are only up to 3 wins, which is pretty rubbish, but we are pretty rubbish players ourselves, right? Ah, man. I honestly don't know. I mean, obviously I'm doing things wrong, but I don't know what I could have done differently, aside from the silence, which I probably should have done. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I should have been more, not as reluctant to throw away my silence, but oh well. So again, we throw everything back. None of these help us. The shield doesn't help, even though it only costs 1. Stormwind Champion is pretty bad. There we go. There we go. A little bit better. Loot Hoarder early on doesn't hurt.
Well met.
Well met, my friend. Well met. Ooh, Hardened Squire to start it off. Straight into aggro mode. Second turn, Loot Hoarder comes out, so that puts us in an okay spot. Yeah. Loot Hoarder does 2 damage, so it's also a decent threat. He has the coin. He's probably thinking about bringing something out, which is going to be a 3/2, which we're probably going to ignore. We're just simply going to put out the Loot Hoarder there. We could just use our Recruit, which we may, depending on what he does, but he doesn't actually do anything, so that gives us Loot Hoarder option, and we just go in for 1. Keep on pushing. Next turn, we don't have an option, so that's probably just going to be a Recruit. And turn 4, probably a True Silver Champion. Goes for the coin, goes for a 3 cost, and that is going to be a Demolisher. That's a nice choice. That's actually an excellent choice for him, because it doesn't... I have no way of removing it. If it was the next turn, I would use a True Silver Champion, but it is not the next turn. So all we're going to do here is give him more targets to shoot at, hoping that he hits the more preferable one for us, since we can't kill it, which is going to pass, and next turn we're going to deal with it with the True Silver. So he goes straight for us. He now has the option of hitting with that that thing, but he decides to go for the Imp Master instead. And is he going to hit anything? He's going to go for our Recruit. Okay. So that actually puts us in a great spot, because we can Consecrate and wipe the board. We hit that for 2. We hit that for 1. We wipe the board. We keep one of our guys on the field. And excellent. So yeah, let's do that. So go ahead and hit that. Get ourselves a card just to see if there's any better option. Sending Shield Master is not a better option. Consecrate comes out. Kills everything else. Hits it for 2. And the Argent Spire finishes off that,
I fight.
if it lets me click on it, but yeah, finishes off that, that thing. And there we go. So yeah, that's probably better. I could have True Silver Champion and killed either the other guy over here and that, but it would have left the Imp alive, and that Imp would have killed off my Argent Squire, which, even though it's just a 1/1, I think it's good to have something on the field, because I could very easily pull out a Blessing of Kings and make it a 5/5. So the Frothing Berserker comes out. That's great for us. We kill it with the True Silver Champion. And we also get that Blessing of Kings we were talking about, but in this situation, I think the True Silver Champion is the correct choice. So we're going to go ahead and whack that. We're going to take 2 damage, but we heal up to 2, so we're going to remain at the same amount of health. And away goes the Frothing Berserkers. Excellent. No 1-mana ability, so we're not going to be able to do much there. Next turn, we have 6 available. We could send in Shield Master and Blessing. He's going to kill our Ooze. Savannah Beach. So I think we are going to... Let's see here. Come on, dude. Gotta skip your turn, Will. Yes, you killed my weapon, but come on. Just keep on going. Fire War Axe comes out. That War Axe is probably going to kill our Argent. Is it? We can put a Shield Master in the way, so he has to waste some charges on it and smack us. He has to smack with both of them if he wants to kill it. So he goes for me instead, wanting to maximize the damage potential. So that's okay. Dire Wolf Alpha comes out. That's actually an excellent choice here. We're going to put it next to the Ascension Shield Master. We're going to kill that and make this guy a 4 damage hit that he's going to have to absorb. That is an excellent drop there for us. Now, Ascension Shield Master is these guys spawn on the right side, so we are going to put the Direwolf Alpha here and the Master over there. So Ascension Shield Master comes out, Direwolf Alpha right in between them. This guy hits for 2, gets rid of that guy, and leaves us with those 2 on the field. The next recruit that summons gets put on the right side of that wolf, meaning that it gets +1. So yeah, that is great. So now what is she gonna do? Silverhand Knight, also an option next turn, but we also have Stormwind Champion, which buffs everything up, which I kind of like. 5, 6, 7, Stormwind Knight, and a recruit is also a possibility. I guess it depends if he kills some of our guys.
Attend me.
So no, he goes for the Silverhand Knight option, approach, or however you want to call it. He's gonna hit it. And, okay. So, we can get rid of that. We can get rid of this, but we lose our Shield Master. But is that okay? I think that's okay. Other option is to Blessings the Shield Master and make it a very big threat, an 8/6, but I don't see much of a point on doing that. Dies. Yeah, we're just gonna use this and drop the Ascension Shield Master on those 2. I mean, this here stays alive, and yeah, our next guys that come out can start doing stuff. 5, 6, 7 doesn't really do much. Yeah. So Stormwind Champion comes out. We kill that, and we actually are just gonna go for him, force him to attack our taunt, and take 5 damage in the process. Might be a mistake, but I feel like that was the correct option. 3 damage is kind of hard to inflict. He does have weapons available to him, but he would have to absorb another 5 damage hit to the face. And he's now down to 14, meaning he would be brought down to 9 and would die. Although, he's probably just going to kill the Direwolf. But still, I mean, we actually have our hidden 3 damage in the hand, so he would still die. But armor is also a possibility, so he wouldn't necessarily die. But anyways, whatever. This puts him in an awkward spot. He's probably going to want to sacrifice that Silverhand Knight into the Ascension Shield Master because he can't hit anything else. You do wonder, don't you? Come on. I wonder. Blessing of Kings is also available just to kill everything with the Hammer of Wrath. So really, if anything stays alive, I think we kill him.
What now?
So he's gonna bring out something. 7. We shouldn't count it out, you know, just yet. Obviously, he can do that. He is thinking hard about what he can do to kill my stuff. He's gonna bring out a Venture Co-Mercenary. That I don't think is the correct option. Nope, that's definitely not the correct option. He does have 2 left, which he's gonna use Slam to kill that. Bring this guy down to 6. But we now have 8 damage, and we can inflict 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh shit, he actually doesn't die. That sucks. Okay, so we're probably just gonna spend 4 on that to kill this, just to not have another threat on the field. And anything else that we can do? Just bring out the Imp Master, I suppose, and put threats because of this guy. Yeah, that's probably it. Because we can't kill him, we can do 7 additional damage and 6. Yeah, that makes it 13. 1 damage away.
Let me think.
So yeah, let's go ahead and Blessing of Kings this. That kills that. Brings out that. And keep on going. Sucks to have wasted those 10 damage, but I needed to keep that guy alive, and it would have died against the Venture Co-Mercenary. And now we have the Imp Master and all that alive. He's going to Spell Break my guy, keeping it at a 6/3, which is still pretty good for us. And what else is he going to do? Probably okay. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Not the best shape, but I think we're okay. We are going to utilize. That's only 2 damage. I mean, 2. Yeah, that's only 2 damage, but I think it still kills it. Silverhand Knight can come out. This thing can deal 3 damage and kill that. So I think we are going to hit this, damage that, and keep on going forward. As much as I want to be beating on him, I think it's too much of a risk to not be able to get some hits in, right? So go ahead and kill that. Let's go ahead and kill this. And a noble sacrifice. So we can use a noble sacrifice to try to keep this thing alive, even though it's kind of obsolete now. It's not providing any buff. Or we can put a Silver Hand Knight. Silver Hand Knight is probably going to be the better option here. So keep on going and swing in for some damage. We could have healed it, but I don't think it's worth it anymore. I mean, it's not giving any buff to anybody, so it's just a 6/6. We did manage to wipe his board. Next turn we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 available if he does kill my Silver Hand. He can't. Oh, there he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. Okay, so a little bit cautious on my end. I could have just kept on beating him down and risked it, but we still won anyway, so I think it's great. Let's keep on going. At least we now have 4 victories, and we don't feel as bad as we once did. Let's keep on going. That is 1/3 of the way there. 12 wins is the maximum, and we already got 4, so yeah. We are 33%. So let's see here. Okay. Blizzard Developer. I know that that's not the thing that's coming up. It's always a worthy opponent, but it's funny to see what else is next to it. So that is Iwi Mike 2.
I will fight with honor.
Okay, I go first. Dread Corsair doesn't help me. Priestess of Balloon doesn't help me. And Holy Light, even though it's 2, doesn't actually help me. So let's go ahead and toss everything and hope for better drops. And we don't get better drops. But, well, I suppose not a lot we can do about that.
Well met.
Well met. So, next turn, probably recruit. I don't see any other option unless we draw something better. And we don't draw anything better, so we go for the recruit. He's probably going to go for his dagger and kill my recruit. If he doesn't, Raid Leader probably comes out next turn, and I can hit for 2 damage on my recruit. So he's actually going to coin into a 3 cost. What is that going to be? Probably the Golem. No, Racer Fed. Interesting choice. So next turn, I don't see any benefit of bringing out the Raid Leader. 2 damage doesn't kill that, and the Raid Leader just dies to either of these. Well, this guy specifically. So I think we're actually going to bring out the Golem and kill this off. So
The battle.
if he decides to go for me, I do have that Hammer of Wrath in hand, which means I can deal 3 damage to that Racer Fen. Odds are he's probably going to attack me. And he's going to try to get rid of the Golem in a different way. His own Harvest Golem comes out. And he's going to go for me. Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay, so Consecration is an option that we're not going to use because it's not a really option. Raid Leader can come out, and we can pop a shield on the Raid Leader. Hammer of Wrath kills that, brings out the 2/1, and he can try to trade. Ascension Shieldmaster dies against both of them, and we can just simply keep attacking. I think it's going to be the Ascension Shieldmaster. I think it's a better choice here. Yeah, let's go for that. So we do that, and we actually attack him. He deals 2 damage, and we're now saying, what are you going to do about it? And he's probably going to do something about it because he's a rogue and he has cards, and, you know, that's kind of the point of the game. Kind of hard to expect things to go your way, but when they do, it's awesome. So he's going to go for the Betrayal, dealing 2 damage to adjacent minions. Okay. So that means he deals 2 damage to that. He's got 3 damage still left to do. He can dagger up, hit him himself, or he still sacrifices both of his guys. Nope. He's going to go for the dagger, absorb a 3 damage hit himself, and then sacrifice one of the guys to that. Okay, so it's the one that spawns another unit. That's probably the better choice. So now we are in a spot where we can Hammer of Wrath that, and put a Hand of Protection on this. Is that actually worth it? We can hit it for 2 damage, get rid of it, and leave this guy alive with 1 health. Or we can just simply pop the shield and keep him alive at full strength.
Let me think.
I really don't see a lot of point in keeping the shield in hand. I like it to be able to pop stuff without taking damage, so I think we'll do that. So Hammer of Wrath comes out, kills his Racer Fen. Gets us a Spellbreaker, and we could drop the Argent Squire simply, but he can actually do 2 damage and 1 killing this. So we are going to Hand of Protection this to pop this guy and keep it on the field. So now he has to deal 3 damage with it, which he can do by putting out poison on his dagger, but, you know, makes it a little bit harder since he doesn't have stuff on the field. So let's see what he comes up with.
I hope you like
Novice Engineer comes out. Now we have a combo card coming out after that.
This
Dealing
guy's
2 damage. There we go. And he's probably going to attack me, leaving the 2-1 on the field for us. Although he could use what's the other one, Backstab, but he's not in range of that, so I suppose it's fine. We can Raid Leader here to get 3 damage out and kill this with that, which is a very decent trade. Raid Leader dies the next turn, however, which is not decent.
I wonder.
We could just True Silver Champion to kill this and kill that with that, and then bring out a 1/1. Yeah, I think that's all. I think that's fair. Okay, so let's go ahead and True Silver Champion.
For
We hit
justice.
that. We hit that, and we bring out a 1.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, so yeah, I like that. Consecration against those 2, I didn't really like that much, so yeah. I would have still lost my guy and wouldn't have been left for much on the field. The Raid Leader approach would have left them very exposed to getting killed because it only has 2 health. Fan of Knives comes out, only kills 1 of my recruits. That's actually great for us. He does summon 2 of the guys, which I think we probably are going to use a Consecrate against. Yeah, I think it's fair to use it against these guys. That's 4. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Yeah, that worked okay. So we're gonna summon a recruit.
Reporting for
We're gonna
duty.
summon an Argent Squire.
The light protects me.
We're gonna consecrate to get rid of those 2 guys. And we pass our turn. We want to keep that 4 damage in the hand to remove something a little bit bigger. We are taking the risk of getting oozed, but well, it is a risk I am willing to take. I already used one of the charges on it, and I only had 2, so 50% effectiveness, I suppose. Wild Pyromancer comes out. I can now spam a spell and wipe my board, but he is going to have to hit twice to be able to get rid of everything. Dagger Mastery comes out. He's going to hit the shield, and then he's going to spam the Eviscerate on me. That's nice. Okay, deals me 4 damage, wipes the board, and I'm probably going to have to spend my charge on my weapon. Although, no, I could just simply spawn some weenies. No, if I use Noble Sacrifice, he's going to attack me and burn the charge, taking 2 damage, but that guy stays alive. How much of a deal is it if he stays alive, however? Let's see.
Let me
3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I suppose we could do. We can silence that and just make it a weak creature. But it kills our guy. Now we are going to have to spend the charge on our weapon. So that is unfortunate, but it is what it is. So, yeah, let's go ahead and
For justice.
attack that. Has to be gotten rid of. We're going to put out a Raid Leader. We're going to put out a Reinforce. And we're going
Reporting for
to
duty.
Noble Sacrifice and heal ourselves.
Move quickly.
Burning out of our cards. I'm not entirely sure if that's a right thing to do, but yeah, I mean, I think that's okay. So he would actually, I think, take 3 damage because of the Raid Leader. He's gonna go for the backstab, so that's 2 damage now. That's fine. I mean, I was expecting something like that. He's gonna go to try to kill our guy, but he's gonna get popped with a secret. Noble Sacrifice, defends it. He gets hit for 2 more damage. And we don't really have a lot next turn aside from buffing up our guys.
Ready, sir.
And what else you got? You got 3. He's thinking about it. And he's going for the sap. Okay. That's actually good for him because it gives him board advantage, even though I'm now going to have Silver Hand for 1. 7. I don't think Stormwind Champion is a good option, however, because it dies against these two guys. But what can I do? 7, 8, 9, 10. Just bring out a lot of weenies into the field. Yeah. Let's see if he makes a mistake of leaving the guys alive.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
So there we go. He can dagger up and kill the 2 damage creature and use the other guys to get rid of those. But it doesn't look to me like he has... Well, unless he
Your
has...
magic shall not save.
Screw you, Spellbreaker on that. Really? Oh well. Assassin's Blade comes out. He's actually going to utilize it to hit that. Okay. Gets rid of that. Doesn't give me a card, which is good for him. And he deals extra damage with everything else and keeps it on the field. So now we are in bad shape. We're going to take 4, 8, 10 damage next turn. We can bring out a 5/5, but he has 3 damage potential plus 2, so he doesn't really lose that much. So let's just, I suppose, pass.
For duty.
No, you know what? I can't really afford to just sit there and take damage, so I'm going to make this a big threat. There we go. As a 5/5, deal with it. You can hit it yourself and get rid of it with the other guy and hit me for 8, but he has to deal with it otherwise. He's going to be in a tough spot. So yeah, he attacks it with 2, he attacks it with 3, taking 5 damage to the face. Now down to 11, and he calls in a Ravenhold Assassin, which is pretty bad for us. And a Harvest Golem. So he runs out his entire hand, hoping to kill me in one shot. He has damage to kill me in one shot, and we don't have any way of stopping it. That is 4, 8, 10, 17, plus his 3, that's 20. Yeah, we're dead. There's nothing we can actually do. That sucks.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
Your magic shall not save you. Well played.
So yeah, unless he's stupid, he's just gonna go hit me, and that's gonna be game.
Thank you.
And there was nothing we could do about it. Yeah, he just had better draws there in that situation, so now we're just simply gonna concede at this point. It's taking too long. But he already noticed that he can just kill us, so... Yeah. Yeah, well, that's the end of the run. Almost on time anyway, so... I suppose that's okay. We did get ourselves 4 victories, which is a little bit of an improvement from our previous runs. So let's see what we get here. Obviously, we're going to get a pack, and probably some dust, although we could get some gold, which could go a long way because we're very low in gold now. So 60 gold. Excellent. 25 dust. Not so excellent. And a pack. Oh well. That 60 gold helps a lot. We're now at 100, so we're not that far away from getting more. We don't have any quests just yet, so it's going to take us a bit, but yeah. Let's go ahead and open that pack and see what we get. Legendary is going to also help out a lot, so let's see what legendary we get in this pack. Mark of Nature, we don't need that. We already have 2. Worgen Infiltrator, that's nice. A rare Commanding Shout, that's the second one we got. We don't really need it. Flesh-Eating Ghoul, and a Lightning. Well, I think I'm going to disenchant a Mark of Nature, although I don't really need to at this point because doesn't really do anything. Yeah, it doesn't tell us by default, but we already have 2 of these and a golden one, so that's why I'm saying I can disenchant 1. But I suppose we'll just keep it because disenchanting it doesn't actually give us anything, gives us 5, which is kind of bad. We could disenchant the golden one if we want to get 50, but again, we don't really need it. We are trying to save up for a legendary, which is 1600, so we're kind of far away from that, so it doesn't really make much sense to disenchant anything at this point. Lightning Bolt, brand new one that we got. We didn't have that before, but we don't actually use it in our build, but I suppose we could toss it in there. Commanding Shout, yeah, we got a second one. It's very rare to see it used, but I suppose it's kind of good in some place. We got our second Worgen Infiltrator, so that's nice, and a second Flesh-Eating Ghoul, so that's also nice. So that's going to do it for us. Okay, well anyways guys, thanks for watching. Sorry I suck, but that's just the way of things. I'll see you next time.